Imagine if one day you wake up and see your body on the floor. What would you do? Would you like to be invited to your own funeral?
Hi there, gorgeous soul, and welcome back to my channel. In this channel, I post videos every week to help you, remind you who you truly are. Videos of self-development and spirituality. I invite you to give a love tap in the subscribe button below so we can stay connected. In this video, I'm gonna share with you how you should behave in your own funeral. What? Okay, nobody wants to rush their own funeral. Not you, not me, not anybody that I know. But maybe this video is gonna help you cope with the death of somebody who's near you. But there is some truth about being able to attend to their own funeral. You know what? It's really common that happens, and there are many reasons why somebody would be in their own funeral. First of them is to respect the body that they used in this lifetime, because you know, the body, the physical body, it's just like this t-shirt or this ring. I use them, but I'm not them. I use it in a lifetime, and when it doesn't serve anymore, the body dies and the spirit goes back to the spiritual realm where we all came from. And sometimes the detachment of the spirit and the physical body is not so quick. The person stays there and attends to their own funeral, and unfortunately sometimes the spirit is still attached to the body after the death because they didn't respect the body. They rushed the body by addictive things like cigarettes or alcohol or drugs or some kind of a way of behave that rushes the death. When you have an addiction that rushes your death, that makes it comes earlier than it should be, you are received in this physical realm as a suicidal. The detachment from the physical body and the spirit is not like a button that you push and it's gone. No, it's a process that begins sometimes really a long time before the death itself. When somebody is sick in a hospital or in a long disease or with a very old age, the detachment begins little by little. And have you ever heard somebody that's saying, oh, I see the visit of my father, my mother, or my grandmother, or somebody that is already passed away, they are already seeing them. And most people think, oh, they are a little bit crazy, they are senile or something like that. No, it's because they already have one foot here in the physical realm and the other foot in the spiritual realm. They are beginning to detach already. It's not a button that you push and voila, it's over. No, it's a process, a process that can take longer or shorter, depends in the way you live, in your beliefs, and how did you behave in the lifetime. I'm gonna now read to you a story that was published in 1858 by Allan Kardec in the Spiritism magazine. It's the story about Mr. Adrian and Mr. X. Mr. Adrian was in the funeral of his friend Mr. X and saw him wandering there. The story is, Mr. X was just victimized by a stroke. A few hours after his death, Mr. Adrian, one of his friends, was in the mortuary chamber with the wife of the deceased. He clearly saw the spirit walking in all directions, alternatively looking to the body and to those around it, later sitting on a chair. He had the exact same appearance as he had when alive. He dressed in the same way, black overcoat and pants. He had his hands in his pockets, looking suspicious. During the time, the wife had been looking for a piece of paper on the desk. The husband looked at her and said, "Don't bother looking. You won't find anything." She did not suspect anything, as Mr. X was only visible to Mr. Adrian. On the following day, during the funeral service, Mr. Adrian saw the spirit of his friend again. wandering by the side of his coffin, but no longer wearing the clothes of the other day, now covered with a kind of a tunic. The conversation below was established between the two men. Let us be clear, Mr. Adrian has not somnambulism, and he was perfectly awake at this time as on the previous day, and the spirit appeared much to him like one of those guests of the funeral. Tell me, dear spirit, how do you feel now? Comfort and suffering. I don't understand that. I feel that I'm living my real life. However, I see my body here in this casket. I touch myself and I don't feel a thing. Nevertheless, I feel that I'm alive, that I exist. Will I then be two beings? Oh, how I want to exit this darkness, this nightmare. Will you remain that for long? Oh no, thank God, my friend. I will wake up soon. It would be terrible otherwise. My thoughts are confused. It's all obscurity. I think about the great division that has just happened. And that's what I don't understand at all. Which effect has death produced on you? Death? I'm not dead, my son. You are mistaken. I was just standing up when suddenly I was taken by a darkness that covered my eyes. Then I stood up and imagined my amazement by seeing myself feeling alive, having my other self lying on the cold floor. My thoughts were confused. I unsuccessfully tried to put myself together. I saw my wife arriving, mourning for me, but I asked myself why. I offered her consolation, speaking with her, but she did not reply nor understand. That was a torture and made my spirit even more perturbed. Only you listened to my pain and paid attention to it. Only you can understand what I want. You helped me clarify my thoughts and did me a great deal. But why don't the others do the same? That is what tortures me. My mind is smashed by that pain. I will see her. She might understand me now. So long, my dear friend. Call me, I will come see you. I will pay you a friendly visit. Will surprise you. So long. Then Mr. Adrian saw him approaching his son, who was crying. He bent over him and remained a few moments in this position. He was not understood, but he no doubt imagined that he had produced a sound. I am convinced, says Mr. Adrian, that his message got across his son's heart. I will prove that to you. I saw him later and he was more relaxed. You see, it's crazy, but many times it's possible to attend your own funeral. And that happens really often. The meaning of this video is not to scare anybody or to try to be morbid, but it's the other way around. It's to bring some consolation to you. So if you think that death is the end of everything, it's not. Trust me, it's not. We are eternal spirits living one experience at a time here in earth, squeezed in a body. We come to earth, we live, we love, we learn. We are here to evolve and to become the best version of ourselves, make friends with everybody and to make up for our bad things that we did in past lives. And then when the body is too old, when we had all the lessons, the body dies and the spirit goes back to the spiritual realm where we all came from. So if you think you lost somebody that was dear to your heart, be sure that you are going to see them again at the other side or in the spiritual realm or even before that. Sometimes when we sleep, we can unfold and have extra-body experiences and talk to those people that are dear to our heart, who passed away, who had the transition before us, and they come. And this gives comfort to our hearts and also to them. Can you imagine if you miss them? They are going to miss so much more. Imagine there is this football team. One person, one player gets away. he is going to miss all the others from the team. The whole team misses only one, but he is going to miss everybody. How to behave in a funeral. Don't say bad things about the deceased person. Send them your best wishes. Pray for them. Give them your best, your love. When you think about somebody that already passed away, who has already made the transition, it's like picking up your cell phone and ringing their number. They are going to feel exactly what you're feeling. They are going to hear your voice. They are no longer with us in the physical realm. They don't have a body anymore, but they can walk here. We have this spirit that looks perfectly solid to the people who are in the spiritual realm. Death is not painful. It's not at all. Do you feel pain when you sleep? Sleeping is like a preparation for death. Every night when we sleep, the spirit can leave the body. But the difference is we are still attached to the body through a silver cord. A silver cord, just like a baby to his mother. And we always come back. No matter how far we go, we can travel the world, but we will always come back. Sometimes when you wake up, don't you feel like you are falling? And then you suddenly wake up. It's because you entered too fast in your body, in your physical body. My message to you today is enjoy life. Enjoy everything. Say everything that you have to say to the people that you love. Spread love. We are not here in the world to judge, to separate, to shame, to blame. We are here to evolve and to learn how to love unconditionally, to accept other people as they are. That's my message for you today. Feel free to write in the comments below any question that you have over this subject. And maybe you would like to check this other video about reincarnation. It's very interesting. I made it a long time ago, but I talk a lot about the process of reincarnation. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and other than that, peace, much love, namaste, and click in the next video. Ciao!